All right, hello everybody. Sorry, I got pulled into a meeting this morning. So instead of doing dreams, we're going to be doing the work that was scheduled for tomorrow on hypnosis and meditation. And honestly, it'll just be kind of easier for you to do that one on your own. We will still do the dreams notes tomorrow together. So thanks for bearing with me on that. I have some quick notes, just trying to give you a little bit of background, and then I'll give you some time to work on the actual assignment for today, and you'll be able to spend your time on that. So first thing, we'll talk about hypnosis. And the research on hypnosis says that most people can be hypnotized to some extent. There's a small percentage of people, 10% it says on here, that have little to no susceptibility to hypnosis. But most people can get into a state of hypnosis. This is largely connected to your attitude about hypnosis. When they talk to people about what hypnosis actually is, and they get rid of some of the negative connotations that people have about hypnosis, they're more susceptible to it. So the thing that you need to understand is that this is not something that can be done to you against your will, right? You have to cooperate in the process to get into this altered state. So how does it work? If you're working with a person who is going to have you get into hypnosis, the first thing is they establish a sense of trust. And again, that's because you have to participate. So getting people to be on board is an important piece of this. Typically, they will have you focus on some kind of an object or on their voice. The one that you'll be doing today is a YouTube video, and you're listening to their voice. They then will suggest experiences that you're feeling. They'll say you're feeling more relaxed, you're feeling sleepy, etc. And when they notice certain kinds of behaviors, then they will comment on those things. And then that kind of confirms the fact that, yes, this is really happening. Okay, so the term down at the bottom is one of the terms that you'll need for today's notes. Post-hypnotic suggestion is the thing that then is kind of the point of hypnosis. So this is the suggestion made during hypnosis that can influence the participant's behavior afterward. So people will use hypnosis for a variety of reasons. I think that's coming up in the next slide, but an example would be some kind of habit change. So if a person wanted to quit smoking or lose weight or something like that, then when they get you into that state of hypnosis, then they're planting those suggestions, and that's supposed to work on your unconscious mind after the hypnosis, right? So that's supposed to reinforce whatever the behavior changes that you're working on. Some of the other uses of hypnosis, sometimes they will use hypnosis for imagined perception would be kind of like a more relaxation type thing. That's kind of like the one that we're going to be doing today, where you're putting yourself into this place of relaxation, and they'll use guided imagery to generate that. We talked about post-hypnotic suggestion, so that would be kind of to change behaviors of some kind. Post-hypnotic amnesia, there is a situation where sometimes people don't remember an event, it's blocked, and so they're trying to help you find those memories, I guess is the idea. I don't know how much that's used anymore because it can be problematic in terms of how your memory works. They can actually plant information, but that's another topic for another day. Hypnotic analgesia. An analgesic is a pain reducer or pain reliever. So if you had some kind of pain, and they could go in and kind of plant suggestions that the pain is not as bad, and you wouldn't necessarily need medication at that point, right? Any other kinds of behavior modification? We kind of talked about that with post-hypnotic suggestion and trying to change certain behaviors. That's kind of in the same ballpark. I've heard, and I don't know if this is movies or real, but I've heard of people using hypnosis in police investigations, and that would be similar to imagined perception in a sense, to try to help people get back into the scene of some incident, and then they're using hypnosis to try to uncover some of the details that they might have witnessed and not really be even aware that that they have those details somewhere. Big picture, I think behavior modification is the big one. I think that idea of using it as a way to kind of reduce pain so you don't have to use drugs is an interesting idea. I'm not sure how much that's happening, but it could be useful. Switching over to meditation, the definition of meditation is the focusing of attention to clear one's mind and produce relaxation. So today we're calling it a guided meditation. I think that's the way they're labeled on YouTube, but it's in the same ballpark as that kind of a version of hypnosis. So both of these are altered states where you're in an enhanced state of relaxation. A related idea to meditation is the idea of mindfulness. We've been kind of talking about this all semester on Mondays, but this is a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. So if you're living in the moment, you are not living in the past or worrying about the future, and it's a way to reduce some of those other kinds of issues, anxiety, and or depressive thoughts, right? By being more present focused. There is a guy online that has some videos. This is the same guy I've been pulling the stuff for Mondays. His name is Rick Hansen. This all comes from his book, Buddha's Brain. If you're into any of this stuff, you can check him out online. This is also kind of one of the big names. There's his name. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce his name, honestly. He's a Buddhist that does a lot of mindfulness stuff and has written several books. Pretty interesting. Plum Village is also an app that you can get that has mindfulness practice on it. So if you're curious at all, you can look for that stuff. That's the end of the notes. So just kind of some quick background so that we frame things properly. Your assignment today is to pick one of the 3 links and watch the 20-minute video on YouTube. So the first one is called Meditation for Reducing Anxiety and Stress. So it's calming. The second one is called Deep Relaxation. And the third one is called Guided Meditation for New Beginnings and Habit Change. So pick whichever one you think is going to be most useful for you at this moment. Click on the link, participate in the video, and then for the next 20 minutes, just be in that place. When you're finished, there are some prompts here, and I'm just looking for some feedback on the process. So give it a real try and see how it goes for you. And then, that'll be the work for today. Any questions that you have, I can talk to you tomorrow and we can deal with that. Otherwise, good luck with the meditation, and I'll see you tomorrow.